All right, hood update. So I have this as wave one. Last video I went over that. If you want to watch that, there's an alt count. The alt count would be this is a fourth wave, but you can see here this is be kind of ridiculous if this was a fourth wave. It came all the way down to 30 bucks from 66 in a short period of time. That's not a fourth wave type movement. So I think that this is just overall wave one. I'm actually going to get rid of this for now. So now we're just kind of trying to figure out where is this going to bottom at. If we look at the retracements here, it's already hit the 0.61 fib. So it technically could have already bottomed for the second wave. It's the same situation with SoFi. Like I'm saying, it could have already bottomed for the second wave. It went down far enough. Second wave could be finished. But then I'm looking at like the tech stocks there, and I have them going down lower. So I have to assume that this is probably going to go down lower too. So there's a gap down here at 25 bucks. I can see 25 bucks hitting. Hitting if we come down again. Also, I think that this is probably some kind of WXY move right here. Because the 1.61 fib of this right here basically hits the bottom right here. Let me zoom in a little bit farther and show you. So you have basically ABC, X, ABC. It's a double zigzag basically. Double zigzag for an A wave. And I think that we're in a B wave here. So if we're in a B wave here and we're trying to get down to 25 bucks, it's entirely possible that this could retrace a lot. So that's saying like almost back to the top. The log chart is saying maybe 55 bucks. I think I said 53 in the last video. So similar to the other stocks, I'm kind of looking for some kind of movement. Maybe something like this over the next couple of months. I don't know if we're ready to just go straight down yet. I think it's probably going to be later in the summer, maybe early fall. Could be totally wrong, but I'm just going by the length of how long this took. This took about 2 months. We're only about a month into this retracement. Typically, B waves take a little bit, are as long as the A wave. So if this is going to keep on going on, it's probably going to end up dipping back to this gap fill at 43 at some point. Maybe this $39 gap fill. And potentially go much higher. I'm not really sure how high it's going to go, but I think we're in a B wave here. And you could potentially be looking at 25 bucks. These videos aren't really doing any short-term analysis. I'm just doing more of the long-term on these. I could go down here and really break down the smaller time frame. To me, it looks like it probably is going to have one more move up, though. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is. So 1.61 fib is at 58 bucks. We're sitting at 48 bucks. I don't know about 58 bucks right away. Another thing we can look at is moving averages. I mean, this is bullish overall. Moving averages above every moving average. So yeah, it's hard for me to be bearish here, to be honest. It's going to come down to the overall market, though. That's why I don't really care that much about the moving averages here. Because it just, if SPY falls 20%, what do you think is going to happen to this stock? It's going to be cut in half. So this individual stock here is definitely very bullish right here. So I could see this going up to 53 to 58 bucks short term. But then I think you're going to see that next move lower. It's also possible, similar to like Palantir, that you get something like this and it comes all the way up here to the very top and you just get a normal flat like this, or you get a running flat. Running flat would just be it finishes right here at 40 bucks. Like it goes all the way up here to 70, down to 40 bucks, and then it's ready to go for a third wave. Third wave could take this stock all the way up above 100 bucks, probably much higher than that. So I think it's a pretty good spot to be in if you're in this stock. I think overall, you don't really have that much to worry about. Same with SoFi. There's not really any reason to worry about the downside. If it happens, just buy more. You're going to make more money that way because, again, wave 3 is going to go all the way up to... I'm on log chart. Let's do regular chart. It's going to go all the way up here to 105 bucks. And then it's going to go higher than that. So you can do, let's say it goes 25 all the way to 105 bucks. Looking at a pullback to 86 bucks. And then you're looking at probably something around the 0.5 fib, so 132, probably 132 to 150 bucks. So that's basically a triple from here whenever this makes a third wave. So again, it could have already bottomed, but I think the overall market's probably going to go lower. So I got to assume that this is going to go lower as well. But if you look at like Palantir, let's go to Palantir real quick. Palantir is up here by the highs, the all-time highs. And so on this one, if it falls, I would just expect it to come back down here like this, or maybe even down here to 96 to 88 bucks. So that's kind of an example of what could happen with Hood. It comes all the way up here to the start of the A wave, and it would just fall down back to like 80 bucks, or back here to these gap fills. It makes a running flat. So anyway, I think Hood is in a good spot. It just comes down to when the overall market ends up pulling back again. And I'm in the camp where I think the overall market's going to pull back here soon. But I don't think it's going to make lower lows. I think it's going to go down to like 5,300 SPX, 5,300, and I think it's probably going to go to higher highs. So we'll see how it goes. That's my Hood update for right now. I think you are in a B wave of an overall second wave. The alt count would be, I'll give you an alt count. Alt count would be, this is A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this ends up making A, B, C like that. So I think around this area, if you're trying to trade this, would probably be a pretty good area to sell into. But there isn't really any reason to because the moving averages are lower. So just by pure target, I would say in this area right here. I don't see any patterns other than that would make me super bearish, other than the fact that it's a B wave. So that's what I got on Hood for right now. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next video.